It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Chargers and the Vikings. And it comes your way next.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played with dinosaurs roam the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we got to put in Davis.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Up the middle they go. Knox. And he will have a Vikings first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On first down, Purdy. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Vikings send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
2nd and 5. And a completion to Wilson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're avoiding giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give them a good 10 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
But that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Pollard.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Here's Purdy.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Purdy now to throw. That complete. It's Tyler Scott with it. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure, what was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
They'll run on first down. Knox, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get that one to Carter, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 21. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Purdy to throw it on first down. Open man here is Scott, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Well, the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Purdy.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Vikings! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now this offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out.
And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Back to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And now out comes Minnesota. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Knox, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 49-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense. And a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
And the Chargers offense back out and ready to go. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
16 more on that one and another first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down.
They'll get this up to about the 44. The Chargers at 7-2 here on the year. And they were losers last time out, but winners of 7 of 9 prior to that.
And last week, not only on the scoreboard, but I saw it on tape as well. Definitely not one of their final performances because they were outclassed pretty much right from the start. So I think there'll be renewed emphasis on trying to be a little better out of the gate in this one so they don't fall into a big hole.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Now on 1st down, it's Purdy.
Got an open man, it's Scott. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
Now Purdy.
Over the middle, complete. It's Carter. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
throwing here. Purdy.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Up the middle they go. Knox, and to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Operating from the gun, Purdy. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Purdy. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Crawford.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Purdy from the gun.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out of the field now.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys?
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
This one finds Wilson downfield.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Pollard. Touchdown, Chargers. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talked about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Pulled in at the 24. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out.
He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week. Solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
A beautiful fake. And he's got this down to the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Garrett Wilson
there to make the grab.
And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Drops this underneath for Pollard.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute. But first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10.
Has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
We'll start things out by looking at the AFC South. Indianapolis hosting Tennessee. And it's the Titans on top as that one draws close to halftime. The Titans locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter.
But, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
27 yards there, a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Now a throw here, hauled in. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's got this down to the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
26-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Able to get away. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They're going to look to throw. Touchdown, Chargers. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is now 24. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 2nd down now. Knox. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
Open man here is Scott, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Knox.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 2nd down and 4. Purdy.
And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 25-yard line.
Here's Purdy.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On third down, Knox. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Chargers to take over. They were losers to Kansas City a week ago, but they are out in front right now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down, Chargers.
Pollard, he'll take it up the gut.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Pick up a 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
He'll keep it himself.
Down the numbers. There he goes.
Now he's loose again.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 23-yard line. 39 yards there. A big one.
So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
A good pickup there, a 22. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And they open the lead up now to 25. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every...
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
2nd and 6.
It's now second and 6 at the 15-yard line.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. 15 yards.
And the Chargers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
That one caught by Carter. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Over the middle, complete. It's Dawson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
And he will find Scott on the right side, complete. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Back to throw, Purdy.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Purdy, big 4th down play.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Purdy sets up to throw again.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 4 yards out.
And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Now this offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out.
He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit, because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
This has 7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now a give here to Pollard.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd down, Pollard again.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll set up a throw. Buying time to his left. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 27.
Pollard gets it off the option.
Holding. Offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
He was
111 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down.
They'll run for it with Pollard.
There's the stiff arm. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
They'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Purdy now to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
He's got his target. That's complete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go.
Knox knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Knox. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Purdy from the gun.
That is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Now Purdy.
And it's caught.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And that touchdown there, it's not going to get him a win. It makes things a little more respectable.
Yeah, a little more palatable going out in this ball game. A little something to build on going into the next game. But it won't alter the final score.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll get this up to about the 40. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Here's Pollard again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chargers, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
It's Madden NFL 24. And coming up, it's the 49ers, leader at quarterback. He had the green light to sling it last week, over 450 yards passing. It's the 49ers and the Cards, and it's all up next.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And this one is underway here on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
35 before they're able to knock him down.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And Walker once more.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
All right, I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his feet as far as he's concerned.
Well, he's saying I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you all know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Here's Walker.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And they'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 19th touchdown now on the season.
And the Niners get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggled to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss, and despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. On the move to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Here's Hill on the return. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense?
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw is Murray. His throw incomplete.
You look at this Niner defense.
They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Slings one that's incomplete.
Speed when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
On second down, it's Walker. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He completes this to Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just have to.
The Cards get to it here. He's brought down for a sack. B.J. Ojulari getting in there and dropping him. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. On play action, it's Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. You look at this Niner defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So in prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass? And too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the Niners' 33-yard line.
Now Murray off play action. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll look to throw here. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Walker. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Murray with a nice move. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Murray now to throw.
That's going to be caught by Downs.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. At that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Here's Murray. his man on the outside. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down.
At the 32-yard line.
Now Murray. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he gets the first down.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
A nice little juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run again with Walker. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Back to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play. Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he whips that one incomplete there.
2nd and 10.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
2nd and 3. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers in the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2. Straight ahead, Walker. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Murray now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Throwing again, Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead in that one. Jackson Smith-Njigba, a touchdown reception. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And they have the lead over the visiting Washington Commanders. The Bills trying to finish that one off and claim victory. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. Anthony Richardson, strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Murray. Going to throw right side here, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They got the victory last week. That was against Jacksonville, and they lead this one as well right now. Out in front here. They've got it 1st and 10. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
105 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Walker now on 1st and 10.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Second and 4. On a slant, here's Collins.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. And the 49ers first down.
He'll look to throw. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Recovered by the receiving team.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Murray now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
Throwing now is Murray. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
And this returnable for Hill.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard 8-yard return.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd down and inches. And that'll be incomplete. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And he is going to have a Niners 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st down, San Francisco.
They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Ken Walker with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
But just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 24. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Good for a Cardinals.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
43-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On play action, it's Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Murray going to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. He'll get this down to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
30-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on third downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. Here's Murray.
This pass left side to Downs.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Complete to Josh Downs. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
They'll try again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 3 yards out.
And the Cardinals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
A give for Walker running right.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. And he'll find McLeod on the right side, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
5-yard gain on the play. First down, San Francisco.
Now back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Running left is Walker.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
149 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Niners are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that pushes the lead up to 23. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
1st down, Murray.
That complete to Downs.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Murray now.
This taken in by Downs.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
A gain of 6. That's good for the Cardinals. 1st down. 1st and 2.
Murray now to throw. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
3rd and 2.
To throw is Murray.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Play fake. Murray. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards.
And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit. The Cardinals offense staying put. Obviously, watch out for Kyler's legs. They'll go for 2 here.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Cardinals say they have it. They do. Arizona recovers. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Murray. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Here's Murray. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards there, down to the 18, and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Murray going to fire one out wide. This 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing now is Murray. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Cardinals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's caught at the 1. And he is out of bounds here. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Shotgun now for Murray. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Brian Brzee in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, just was unsuccessful.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And he will have a Niners first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. And they will take a knee here. On 2nd down, it's Ross trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for San Francisco, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week